Welcome to the induction ceremony for Fishers Junior High School's National Junior Honor Society. I'm Delaney Greider. I have had the honor to be our chapter's president. Our chapter was founded upon the principles of scholarship, leadership, service, citizenship, and character. Our officers will each reflect on the values of our chapter. The first is scholarship.
I apologize for that. That's just... all right. Good evening. I'm Casey Alexander, this chapter's vice president. Scholarship means commitment to learning. Real students willingly spend hours in study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with the end of life. That was not the right side. This is impressive. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired through only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we can read the past, and light which illuminates the future. Our NJHS candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through opportunities inherent in scholarship.
Service.
I'm Luke DeLong, the chapter's treasurer. Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or without recognition is the quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow.
Leadership. Good evening. I'm Haley Rogers, the chapter's secretary. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school in taking the initiative in class and school activities. The real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leadership has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate, no matter what. Power and resources make exist in a country. They're ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed, thus to lead is a major charge to each of our members. Joel Gates, the chapter's historian, could not be here tonight, so I will reflect on character. Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It gives each person individuality. It is that trait without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to attain respect from others. It is this force of character which guides one through life and, when developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action and daily striving to make the right choice. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, justness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value true character. Next, we'll reflect on citizenship. Okay, good evening. I'm Lily Sharp, the chapter's parliamentarian. I present to you the quality of citizenship, the obligations each member of our society faces to live up to the democratic ideals given to us by the founders of our country. The responsibilities each of us has to our home community, our state, and our nation are many. As good citizens, we are bound to live up to the laws and guidelines which unite us as a civilized society. Good citizens work together to improve not only our lives, but the lives of our fellow citizens. We, the members of our chapter, are called up to live to the high standards of citizenship from this day forward. Now is the time to induct the class of 2024 into permanent membership for the Fishers Junior High School chapter of National Junior Honor Society. Mr. Henderson, I certify that National Junior Honor Society class of 2024 before you have completed completed their service obligations, maintained the highest standards of behavior, and met the academic requirements for permanent induction.
Thank you, Delaney. Before we go on with officially inducting you, just from our standpoint, I think I can speak for everyone standing up here, or sitting up here. It is so great to see all of you guys and to see how much you have grown, not only physically, but just in the way you speak to each other and the way that you act. I mean, it's really, really great to see you guys. So, if nothing else from tonight, just know that you coming back here to Fishers Junior High, no matter what kind of year it's been, it's really, really great for us to see you, because it doesn't happen very often. So, with that being said, we'll go ahead and induct you. With the class of 2024, please stand and repeat after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Junior Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands, and will encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, citizenship, and character. Guys, congratulations, you are officially members of NJHS. The class of 2024 may be seated.
I'm one of the National Junior Honor Society faculty advisors along with Kurt Henderson. Many people deserve credit for this management of this chapter, and I would like to recognize them. Many of them are listed on the back of your program, but I would like to offer special thanks to the Faculty Council. Ms. Otta, Mr. Baker, Mr. Broviak, Mr. Sturgeon, Mr. Jansen, Mr. Stump, Mr. Watson, Mr. Zeno, Ms. San Giorgio. This year's chapter, we have completed over 8,000 hours. This brings the total of our program to 122 hours since the beginning of the chapter in 2004. We will now induct the individual members of the chapter. Each inductee will be recognized by name, receive a certificate of completion, and sign the book as official member of the Fishers Junior National Honor Society. Please hold your applause until all students are recognized. Inductees, as your name is called, please stand and be recognized.
All right, Peyton Abel, Victoria Abel, Casey Alexander. You just have to stand. You're good. You're the first one. Congratulations. Adelaide Algier, Adeline Bicknell, McKinley Boland, Sudi Omini, Hannah Brown, Zachary Brown. When you stand, let's have you turn and face your parents. It was an idea I just came up with. Alexis Burke, Naomi Burnett, Jack Butler, Ashton Chin, Catherine Crispin, Kyle Clayton, Madeline Collier, Marissa Colzani, Hannah DeCaudin, Luke DeLong, Jacob Dick, Vince Du, Aaron Donnelly, Elijah Duke, Deshez Edmonds, Emerson Elledge, Madison Flannery, Joel Gates, Jenna Gelbach, Taylor Gerardo, Kennedy Giles, Gerlieve Gill, Mason Goodnight, Bennett Gorak, Sigonish Greg, Delaney Greider, Eleanor Griffin, Kevin Gross, Ava Hahn, Clara Hagedorn, Gavin Haggerty, Gabriella Hall, Matea Hall, Trinity Harder, Avery Harling, Peyton Hines, Jude Hunsander.
Sanvi Ibrahim Putnam, Kate Jansen, Anna Jensen, Jennifer Zhou, Malachi Johnson, Addison Kane, Abigail Kemper, Abigail King, Caitlin King, Mallory Kixmiller, Melissa Cook, Marin Cole, Navi Condetti, Reese Kuntz, Aiden Lamb, Madeline LaRue, Kate Lee, Brody Logan, Caleb Lauder, Cole Loudon, Jackson Lusk, Natalie Lux, Haley Lytle, Talia Mahmood, Owen Marietta, Alma Mason, Anna Mayer, Claire McCaskill, Evan McEldowney, Jacqueline McNair, Jessica Medallin, William Michael, Joseph McAlkowitz, Jaden Millsaps, Amr Mohammed, Whitney Monroe, Thomas Mombazi, Piper Neal, Peter Wen, Mia Noel, Carolyn Over, Meredith Over, Brandon Ogawa, Norelden Omar, Parker Purdue, Emma Piccone, Hannah Piccone.
Maya Polciano, Quinn Pooley, Ava Potter, Madeline Pointer, Morgan Riley, Haley Rogers, Rylan Rutowski, Colin Ryan, Myra Sassini, Moheb Saeed, Malik Samara, Tyler Schmuck, Dylan Senkis, Vani Sharma, Lily Sharp, Micah Shaw, Aiden Sterner, Andrew Strawhacker, Noah Strawhacker, Macy Susitz, McKenna Susitz, Amira Tai, Campbell Tavernier, Maya Taylor, Reagan Timbalimbu, Haley Trueblood, Cooper Valance, Harmony Waymeyer, Saya Wilson, Savannah Wing, Morgan Wright, Ella Robeski, Wen Zhao, Caitlin Yagelski, Aston Zhang.
So along with recognizing everyone individually, there are some individuals that we would especially like to recognize for their outstanding service, their outstanding character, their outstanding citizenship and leadership. So to kick this off, Mr. Stump is going to get us started.
Good evening. The Fishers Junior High Faculty Council would like to present their awards for the 8th grade members who best represent the values of scholarship, character, citizenship, service, and leadership. I have the honor of presenting our first awards for service. Each year we ask our inductees to perform 50 hours of community service. We have a few students that have gone above and beyond by acquiring 100 hours of community service, so twice what was asked of them. So I would ask Trinity Harder and Mohib Saeed to come forward to receive their 100-hour pins, please. Not to be outdone, Kate Jansen might think, where's my pin? Kate Jansen went ahead and quadrupled the amount of hours required. So Kate completed over 200 hours of community service. So we would like to recognize Kate with a 200-hour pin for her recognition. Within our hours, and it was a little difficult this past year, obviously with COVID, we have an award for just completing NJHS hours. Those are hours that we as a chapter provide for our students, and students can sign up to complete those hours. So we would like to represent Myra Sakini for completing 61 hours of just NJHS hours. Our overall hours with community service hours of NJHS hours and personally completed hours would be Vani Sharma with 263 hours completed. So Vani, if you want to come forward. I now welcome Mr. Sturgeon to the podium lectern. Yes.
Hi there. I'm Tony Sturgeon, one of the members of the Faculty Council, and I have the honor of presenting our Citizenship Award this year. You heard about all the different elements of each of the factors of our National Junior Honor Society. Citizenship is obviously a key one there. I personally think citizenship is highly important because it encompasses everything. You can't be a good citizen if you don't have good character, if you don't have good scholarship, if you don't show leadership. I believe it entails everything. And when we look at who we're going to name for our citizen winner, one of the elements that we look at is we want to know who's the kind of person we're going to put out there and to represent Fishers Junior High, that we know can go out and be the person and be the face of the school. We have no question about. We know it's somebody we can depend on. And I was fortunate enough to teach this young man in 8th grade in my English class. I didn't have him as a 7th grader, but I did get to know Owen Marietta in 8th grade very well and watched him work and saw the true citizen that he is. And I know he's not here today, but Owen, congratulations, you highly deserve this. Coming next is going to be Mr. Stump.
For my signature on my email, I have a little saying from John Wooden, who the Purdue people like and then the IE people hate, that I have a Purdue guy quote on there. But the quote is, character is shown by what you do when no one's looking. I'm pleased to announce that Maddie Collier has won one of our character awards. I was able to teach Maddie last year and got to know her throughout her 2 years here at Fisher Junior High, and I can't think of a better student or more student that deserves this more than Maddie does. For the character that she shows, she's one of those students that does what she's supposed to be doing all the time, which I know her mom and dad have to be extremely proud of her, and we are here at Fishers Junior High as well. I'm sure she's doing great things up there at the high school. Mr. Broviak.
It should be fairly unsurprising that in a group of kids like this, we actually have a tie for some of these awards. And we actually have a second kid that we chose for the character award, that when we were trying to pick that top kid, we had trouble between Maddie and a girl who could not make it tonight due to, I think, issues going on with her brother. I taught and coached Campbell Tavernier for 2 years for basketball and then 1 year as far as 7th grade goes. And she was outstanding as far as being that moral character of somebody that was happy and friendly and outgoing and everything I was looking for in a kid. And she only grew to become a better person throughout 8th grade. I am sorry that she is not here tonight. I would have happily given her a hug because I know that she's had a rough year this past year, but she has stayed true to who she is the entire time. Campbell, I look forward to seeing you in person after you see this video and giving you this and giving you a hug. Thank you, Campbell.
Our last one.
So for our leadership award, it's interesting because ultimately the person who won this award was chosen by all of you. From day one, I was getting emails saying, what do I need to do? What do you need help with? What can I do? What's next? To which I had to tell her to calm down, you'll be all right. We'll get there. So her tenacity and her perseverance, especially through everything that this chapter has gone through, I have never lost contact with Delaney Grider because of just the pure dedication she has to this program and to this chapter. She was constantly asking, is it induction time yet? Is it induction time yet? And it hurt every time to tell her no, because I knew how excited she was to be here with you and to lead you through induction. So it is finally my honor to present this year's Leadership Award to Delaney Grider. So this is the point in our program where we would normally introduce our new officers for National Junior Honor Society. However, due to restrictions with COVID, we have not been able to actually have a new chapter yet. So instead, your officers would like to say a few words to you, starting with Delaney. So Delaney, I know you just walked back, but walk back.
It is my pleasure to stand in front of you all tonight as we come together for induction. After the year we've had, many of us didn't think that this moment would happen, and I think we can all agree that it feels great to be together and reminisce on our time we spent last year. It was truly a blessing to be able to grow alongside all of you in leadership and in responsibility. Even though we are now nearing the end of our freshman year, it doesn't make the service we completed last year any less significant. I am so blessed and honored to have been the president of such a wonderful chapter. I think I can speak for all of the officers by saying that you all made things pretty easy on us. Even in times of stress, we knew we could count on you all to get the job done and have fun while doing it. Each and every one of you has such a gift for leadership, even if you don't recognize it. There aren't many things that are more special than being able to put a smile on someone's face by serving them. Being able to help the community as an individual in itself is rewarding enough, but being able to do it alongside a group of incredibly strong and independent leaders is even more rewarding. It was so cool to watch you all in action at events, even when you thought that no one was watching. I'm sad that our time together was cut short, but I know that all of you have continued to find other ways to lead in your everyday lives. I'm going to ask you all a series of questions, and I want you to raise your hand if it applies to you. How many of you play sports? How many of you play an instrument? How many of you are in choir? How many of you love art? How many of you love to read? How many of you are in Model UN? How many of you are involved in speech and debate? How many of you are involved in theater? Something that I find so fascinating is that all of us have so many unique interests and hobbies, but we all have a shared love for helping people. NJHS was a way to bring us all together to achieve a common goal of serving others. There have been so many chapters that have gone through this program, but this group in itself is so special because many of you continue to find ways to serve even throughout a global pandemic. On another note, NJHS was a way for all of us to grow as people alongside our friends. Being in NJHS has helped me develop some of the best friendships I could have ever asked for, and I've met some of the most amazing people in my life through this wonderful program. Even though we had to be serious sometimes, there were also moments we experienced together as a chapter that were filled with pure joy. One of my favorite memories with this chapter was from Super Happy Fun Night. I'm not sure if all of you remember, but there was a specific game we played that night where all of our shoes got thrown every which way around the gymnasium and we had to run around searching for them. In the moment, the only thing I was concerned about was finding my shoes, but looking back on it, I can't help but laugh. There was also specific events I look back on where I had so much fun. This was because I not only enjoyed meeting new people and serving them, but I enjoyed spending quality time leading with all of you. NJHS also helped me develop many life skills that I am so thankful for. Many of us developed new levels of respect and responsibility by participating in this program. It is more honorable than most understand to be able to be a part of such a distinguished and venerated program. I truly mean it when I say that when I look at you all sitting in front of me, I'm inspired. The incredible amount of work and dedication that you all put into this program last year fuels my passion to help others. There are so many unique traits that I see in all of you that motivate me and teach me new things every day, even if I would be having a rough day at an event. What would cheer me up was seeing you all with smiles on your faces serving the community. NJHS was such a rewarding experience for me, and it has taught me so many things about leadership, but it also reminded me about what it meant to be a good human. The world needs so many more people like you all in it. People that never fail to treat others with kindness. People that lead by example. People that go out of their way to cheer someone up. People that are willing to sacrifice their time to care for others. I cannot fully express how grateful I am to have gotten the opportunity to get to know you all and serve with you all. I cherish every moment that we spent together last year, even if it wasn't what we had planned. Our time together doesn't end when you get in your car and drive away from your junior high school that you moved on from a year ago. You all will still continue to be a part of this program. You all have so much potential, and I know you will continue to lead in your everyday lives. I'm looking forward to spending the rest of high school with all of you, but I am more excited to see what amazing things you all will accomplish in the future. Thank you.
guys just in advance for that. That was wonderful. Mine begins. So 2020 happened, but we made it, guys. The pandemic is slowly coming to an end, and we've all sort of moved on from it. A whole year was robbed from our class due to this virus, but we're still here and still ready to serve. I want to commend all of the hard work you have put into this organization and the dedication you have in order to be a part of it. And most, if not all of us, have completed the hours that were required of us, even though the entirety of the fourth quarter was almost cut from our year. I could not be prouder of us. We are truly a class with purpose, and I hope we take that purpose with us further into high school. We as a class have recognized our need to go forth and serve the community to the best of our abilities, and I hope that continues as we head into sophomore year and beyond. As we returned to some resemblance of the normal, I'm proud of the way our class has handled the pandemic, transitioned to high school, and will be equipped and ready to lead the community in the future. Thank you all for coming to induction.
Okay, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Hello again. I definitely did not expect to be doing this as a high schooler, but with this crazy year we've had, I'm glad that we are still able to have the induction. I know that our chapter got cut short a little, but we were still able to get most of our time in. The amount of service that was accomplished was so amazing to see. Every NJHS event that I was at, everyone was working hard and was representing Fishers Junior High very well. I know that for me personally, NJHS has made me more open to helping out in the community and doing service for others. I hope most, if not everyone else in this chapter agrees. I had a great time being an officer for this chapter. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
So I know that everyone is feeling this right now, but a year ago, I had no idea that we would be having induction in the way that we did today. First of all, I thought it would come a lot sooner. The COVID-19 virus threw a lot of curveballs, but for some reason I thought that by summer of 2020, everything would be back to normal and we could have our induction ceremony just a little bit later than usual. But here we are, a year later, still wearing masks, distancing, and outside. But we are here today